breast cancer is the most common cancer among African American women. African Americans die more from breast cancer than other women. But hope is in your hands.
Hey ladies, how's everyone doing?
Hi.
Hey.
Pretty
good.
Verlena, we haven't seen you since your honeymoon cruise. You look like you had a great time on the Love Boat.
Girl, yes. I brought pictures. And look at this wonderful hat I got on my trip. Everyone thought I was a celebrity.
You are.
Verlena, you've got that look. You look great. And just think, a couple of years ago, you had to have breast cancer surgery, and you thought it was the end of the world.
Please, bald and all, you snagged that, brother. But seriously, you are exercising and looking good. I hear reports that exercise and healthy diet helps prevent breast cancer.
And you know what? You're right. Excuse me for interrupting your conversation, ladies. I'm a doctor, and one of the things that we know is that 2/3 of all cases of cancer are preventable by our lifestyle, by not smoking, by eating right, and by exercising. In fact, one of the things that we do know is that most cases of breast cancer are diagnosed in women over the age of 40. And as we age, our risk increases even more. That's why it's so important to get annual mammograms and an annual exam for every woman over the age of 40.
I'm so grateful that my doctors found my cancer in the early stages.
Aunt Verlena, I am too. I was so scared.
You'd be surprised at how many women feel a breast mass or a lump and they don't do anything about it. I've had patients that have come in after walking around for months with swelling or with pain in their breast. And it may have started out with something simple like maybe some swelling or maybe some redness, some irritation, maybe even a nipple discharge, and then it progressed.
My mother had breast cancer, so my sister and I, we are concerned.
And you should be, because race and genetics do play a factor. If you have a mother, sister, or an aunt with breast cancer, that doubles your risk. And if you have 2 or more relatives, that increases your risk 5 times.
Well, I get my mammogram annually, and I preach that your body is a temple. As a matter of fact, at our congregation, we have a health ministry, and as a part of that health ministry, we talk about the risk factors for breast cancer. We also have a support group, and we provide guidance and counseling and prayer before, during, and after treatment. In addition, we accompany some of our members to the physician's office if they want us to. But one of the things that has been so helpful is that for our women that are uninsured, we can refer them to a program that provides free mammograms.
Oh, that's right. That's the breast and cervical cancer program that's offered in every state in the country. And what it does is it provides free annual mammograms and breast screenings to every uninsured woman over the age of 40. If you want to find out more information about it in the closest location, call the American Cancer Society.
Mammograms? Isn't that where they put your breast into a machine and press on it? That looks like it hurts.
Yes, it can be a little uncomfortable, but it only takes a few minutes. And a few minutes of discomfort is much better than going through a lengthy recovery process because you waited too late.
I had pain and thought I felt a lump, so I went and had a mammogram. And 2 weeks later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 30.
It's really unusual to be diagnosed at the age of 30. It's a good thing that you acted so fast. 95% of women with breast cancer are diagnosed over the age of 40. That's why it's so important for every woman over the age of 40 to have an annual mammogram. Unfortunately, not all women do.
Well, truth be told, ladies, I don't get a mammogram on a regular basis it sounds like I need to because I'm so busy in the salon. And Dr. Flippin, I hear that black women have fewer cases of breast cancer, but more of us die. How is that possible?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. I'll tell you, though, the key reason is that we don't detect it early enough. White women get breast cancer at a higher rate each year than we do. And African American women are more likely to die, regardless of age, each year. Why does that happen? We're famous for not taking care of ourselves. We're so busy taking care of everyone else, we don't take time for our annual mammogram like we need to.
But I found out there is hope, and there's a greater chance to survive breast cancer if caught in the early stages.
And the earlier, the better. Women are living significantly longer lives now than they were 40 years ago when they were diagnosed with breast cancer. When diagnosed in the earliest stage, there's a 98% chance of surviving if treated. So we have to find it early and act.
So, what happens after they find the cancer?
Well, actually, what cancer cells are abnormal cells in the breast tissue that grow and form a tumor. So for most treatments of breast cancer, the treatment is surgical, and that's to remove the tissue as well as to examine it. That's called a biopsy. And then that can be followed by other treatments such as radiation, chemotherapy, or maybe even what's called a biologic. And what that actually does is it destroys any remaining cells and can actually help shrink the tumor.
Well, I am going to continue to spread the word, both to women in our congregation and to the women in the community. Verlena, would you be willing to give a testimony on Sunday?
I can't do it this weekend. Victor and I are on our way to a jazz fest. But I can do it in 2 weeks.
I guess the honeymoon continues.
If you have cancer or want more information on where to get a mammogram, call the American Cancer Society at 1-800-ACS-2345.